Hi guys, it's Elizabeth here, and welcome to the 6th episode of Ooosie Story Book Talk. Today we are here with some special guests. Okay, everybody introduce yourself. We'll start with you.
Hey guys, I'm Fajiro.
Hi, I'm Ife.
I'm Zobel.
So, for you guys who know me already, you guys know that these are my girls from Calgary. So basically they're here to be featured in my episode, and we thought that it would be a great topic to talk about balancing it all and reflecting a little bit on high school and the transition between high school and university and just like adulting, the beginning stages of our lives and how that all worked. So basically, I've known them since high school, and we kind of have already been on this journey together. So we kind of have this experience. But we also know that in university, there's also more experiences that also have affected who we've become as a person, from relationships to jobs to school to friends. Like, this is such a weird stage of our lives where I feel like learning how to balance everything that's getting thrown at us is a lot. So a first question I would like to ask you guys is like, how are you guys doing mentally? Like, let's be for real. Like, people don't ask that enough. From the stages of like high school and coming into this period of our lives. Like, I know we've been in university for like heading into our 4th year now or something like that, whatever. But I feel like, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
It definitely is.
How are you guys feeling?
I feel like definitely after high school, I was like low-key crashing out because I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with my life. But now I feel like I'm just starting to figure it out and like going with the flow, learning myself more. So I feel like obviously I don't know what I want to do fully, but like now I'm starting to get on track. So I feel better, but I'm still on edge.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
high school.
back then I thought high school was hard.
For real.
I was like, oh my God, this is the
For
hardest
real.
thing. No, university is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Going into it, I was like, okay, yeah, I have my 4-year plan. I'm gonna be on track. I'm gonna graduate in 4 years. Honey, no. Like, you get into your program sometimes, you're like, wait, is this really something I actually want to do? And then you're like, oh no. And then, the whole transfer process. And
I would say it's really important that we stop feeling this shame for not being in exactly the format that society tells us to do. I feel like there's a lot of like pressure into straight after high school, straight into university, finish in 4 years, get a nice office job, start working, get married at this age, have kids, work for the rest of your life until you retire, and then call it a day. So I think that there's a lot of stigma with even just like taking a gap year or like, taking an extra year to finish or catch up or even changing your majors or switching. I feel like it's like people don't like to even consider that when you're in high school. Like, it's like, no, like I have to finish within 4 years. Like, it's not talked about enough, like how it's okay to take your time,
Yeah, there's no rush in anything. I feel like people put so much stigma on, you need to finish in 4 years, you need to do this, you need to do that. But honestly, all you need to do is figure out your own life and go with what God's plan is for you. You never need to rush nothing, because at the end of the day, you're all going to make it in life. So make it at your own pace. Don't give yourself stress.
exactly,
I think
your own pace.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy to compare yourself to other people.
Exactly.
You're like, wait, we're at the same level, but this person is doing this already. Why
Yeah,
am I
like,
not
you
like
never
there
know.
yet?
You're like, oh, this person has a car, but you don't know if that person is in $40,000 debt.
Yes.
Like, don't be thinking because I'm 22 and I don't have a car, you're failing. The person who has a car is probably in debt. You may think, oh, this person's in school and they're doing so good, you're not. You never know if that person is in school and hates their program.
That's true.
So focus on your own life and do what makes you happy always.
Because at the end of the day, you don't even understand that, like, a lot of people are so focused on looking successful, they don't actually want to focus on being successful. Like, it's like you need to just look it. Like, as long as you look like everything is okay, everything is okay. And that's not true. Just because everyone around you seems like they have their life together does not mean that they
Clock
do.
that T. Success is, this key to success is happiness. If you're not happy, you're not successful.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it in that way, but I'm just saying that you should aim for happiness. You know, do what you love. If you're in a program that you don't like, drop out of it and go into the next. Don't be thinking, oh, I need to graduate this because it's going to keep me in my 4-year track. You're going to graduate and hate it. So
instead of throwing all that money into a program
something
that
you don't like, do something you do like.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's okay to like one thing when you start and then not like it at all later.
Right.
Even if you're in your second year and you're like, I've already spent so much time in this, it'd be even worse to keep going and then literally graduate with a degree that you don't even want to use. And now it's like you could have changed it and you could have done something then, but because you didn't want to start over or you didn't think like it was okay to like switch it around because it'd take you longer, or because, you know, like, I understand the financial aspect of it, and I know that affects some decisions, but I feel like on the long run, you have to remember that sometimes when you're in university, like, this is your time to actually figure you out. Like, you don't have to be on the same thing the entire time. You can decide to switch and, like, be into something that you want to actually be in. Like, it's okay to fail one class. It's fine. You're not a failure because you failed one class. You're not a failure because you failed one test. Like, it's not the end of the world.
And don't let peer pressure get to you. The feeling, like, in uni, nobody actually cares. Like, don't be thinking, oh, I'm in my 4th year and now you're maybe restarting a program and you're back in your 1st year. That actually does not matter. Do what is good for you and do it at your own pace. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you'll graduate and leave. Other people who are graduating your year, they're going to graduate and leave. So why are you bothered to graduate at the same time as your peers when you can just graduate when it's your time and when you're ready? When you're ready to go into something that literally determines your life.
Exactly.
So.
And it's so funny because those people that you're trying to graduate with, you will probably never see again after graduation. Once you throw out that cap, that's the last time you're seeing those faces.
The same way you didn't see them in high school, it's the same way you won't see them after uni.
It's the same pattern. Like, just forget those people and focus on yourself, and it's okay.
There's no time limit. There's no time cap as to when you're supposed to find yourself, you know?
Exactly.
I feel like there's a lot of stigma on, like, resting. Like, do you guys ever feel guilty for resting?
Yes. You always feel like you have to be go, but when you rest, it's like...
I feel like I'm, like, being lazy. It's almost like resting is associated to not being productive, and therefore, like, I feel like people don't even prioritize sleep anymore. People don't prioritize eating because, like, you have to do this, you have to do that, but it's like you have to take care of your body. If you want to be able to use the money you made, you also have to remember to relax as well, to keep your body in a state of, like, health. You have to be healthy, you know?
Yeah. But it's also hard, you know, because there's a thing, balance is not easy. You know what I mean? There's so much, obviously, things that are put around in this generation to, like, oh, do this, do this, do this, do this. So when you're trying to balance all of that, to rest is not in the equation, especially when it's, like, final season and all that. I don't even think I get an ounce of rest. You're trying to do finals. You're trying to work to pay off this student debt that you're going to have. You're trying to keep things afloat. You're trying to keep mental health. Where's the time to rest? I beg.
I agree.
So because you're still trying to keep, like, it depends on me personally. I prioritize my personal life and hanging out with friends and all that. So when you're trying to balance that, balance school, balance work, rest is not, it's not in the equation.
I agree. It's like, okay, so this season, as you guys know, is called Creating Your Story. And basically what we're doing is that we're trying to dive into different ways and things you need to realize and things you need to really kind of start thinking about and find in order to find truly who you are as a person. Because at the end of the day, balancing your life is also part of finding who you are. Because if you don't have that sense of, like, organization on at least, like, prioritizing work and life, you're not going to be able to actually even be who you are, because you're always on everything, you know? You're doing stuff instead of really getting the chance to be yourself and have fun and relax and be with your friends and your family. So that's the reason why we specifically wanted to go into this topic this season. And one of the questions I really wanted to start asking is, what is a moment that you guys knew that you were burnt out, but, like, you kept pushing? Because I feel like sometimes in life we feel mentally drained, physically drained. Our body's breaking down. But we knew that, like, we had to keep going. And what would you say that affected you? Or, like, how would you say that you wish you could have handled it? Or how did that shape you, basically?
Whoa.
It's a lot. It's a big one, isn't it?
The question.
Should I break it down?
Sure.
Yeah, like break down the questions.
Not really many instances, but like multiple instances where that has happened.
Yeah.
I'd say for me, I think one of the big ones that I can remember right now, I think this was during like midterm seasons as well. That class was a lot. I can't lie. And I had to cram like so many information in like a couple of weeks. I was just on espresso shots, and like I had other events I had to like be a part of. I literally come back home, not for an hour, go to the next one. To the point where like the last day of everything, I'm driving home and I'm falling asleep.
Oh.
I'm falling asleep as I'm driving, guys.
Wow, driver.
Like, and then you just get home and you just crash, right? To the point you can't even like get up.
Pause. You crashed the car or you
No,
crashed
no,
your
like,
body?
you know when you just
your body just crashes.
True, like
She's like,
your
oh,
body
you said that so casual.
you just get home and you crash.
I
I said,
crashed.
Your body
damn.
just goes into failure mode, right? To the point like you're even sick. You're like, oh shoot, like I did not listen to my body.
Yeah.
You push your body so far, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's sometimes very hard because it's like there's so much you have to do, and there's people, like, society doesn't have grace anymore. It's like if you are burnt out, it's your fault, and that's how they make it seem. They always think like, oh, if you're burnt out because of all these midterms and tests, well, you should just figure out how to balance it all. And that's kind of what they throw at us. So it's like, it's a lot of pressure that society places on us that we have to handle alone. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you can ask for help, but what can they really do, you know? Sometimes it feels like you can't really ask for help in this, because like, what are they supposed to do? Study for your test for you? Like, it's like those type of things. It's like, it's hard. I don't even know what advice I would have to give to that, because even now, I still get burnt out over everything, especially when it's like, things are happening beyond what you can control, and it's not even just what
And beyond school.
like it's beyond school, like it's family, it's friends, it's other people, it's your home environment, it's your neighborhood, it's your country. Like there's sometimes things that you just can't control, and it's like society's still not empathetic. And I get it, everybody has problems, and I'm not expecting everyone to be like, oh my gosh, you have a lot to do here, don't do it anymore, I'll do it for you. Like I don't think that's how it works, but I just wish that like there was a way for us to actually balance it all. And even now, it's like, I know that I said, okay, finding that balance is really important to figuring out who you are as a person. But even now, I'm still figuring out that balance. Like, I still don't even know how to, like,
things are
balance
always changing,
Yeah.
you know?
There's so much in life
changing.
down.
So
Exactly.
when you figure it out one way, the next day something
There's
happens,
something
blows
else.
it apart.
As I call it, it's life.
No matter how much you organize something, you actually can never plan for life. You can set your calendar to, at 2 a.m. you'll do this, 3 a.m. you do that. You take a break here, you take a break here. You do this, you eat this. And then life happens.
Yeah.
And then you miss your alarm, and then you miss your bus. And then your toast burns, so you don't get to eat. You have to run out, and then before you know it, you realize that you forgot to go and pee, so now you have to look for a bathroom, and now you're 30 minutes late for work.
Damn,
Like,
are you talking from experience?
honestly, this is not even a specific thing, but I'm just like, this has happened in different formats, a different way. Like, you literally cannot plan for life. Life has so much thrown at you, and one of the things about high school that I feel like they really should have told us is prioritizing yourself and your mental health. They never really told us that enough. The entire time in high school, they were making a lot of pressure for university, that if you don't get into a good school, if you don't get your grades up, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, you'll fail in life. This is your future. This is who you're supposed to be. Make sure you have this straight. University wouldn't take that. You think high school is hard? Wait till you get to university. They had this.
They instill fear.
They had this fear into you, instead of telling you like, okay, you will need to take breaks. Remember,
and it's okay to take them.
to take
Okay,
breaks.
yeah.
They didn't say remember to drink water. Remember to prioritize your mental
It's
health.
okay to ask
and
for
sleep.
help. For the
Remember
love
to
of
make
God.
friends. There's so many people who go through the entire university experience without even making a single friend because they're so focused on school, 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 school. Like, where does the life come in? You're living for school, but school is supposed to help you live. What is the point?
Clock that shit.
Like, what is the
Son.
point of spending your entire life for this thing that's supposed to help you live your life in the best way possible? But it's not even prioritizing actual life.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Society is not actually trying to help you. And people need to realize that no matter how much people tell you, oh, this is the system, this is what you're supposed to do. If you want to make it in life, make sure you have your degrees. Not even a degree anymore, because a bachelor is sometimes not enough. Now in this
That's
generation.
something to talk about.
Like
Some
jobs,
jobs, I
Some
need you to get a
jobs, you
master's.
need a,
4
you need
years
a
is not
master's.
enough.
I need
You need
10 year
that.
A lot of
experience.
What
jobs
happens to
now.
having a degree and you're set for life?
it doesn't
Or
happen
even before
anymore.
degrees. Sometimes, like,
Yeah.
We have people who have degrees still making minimum wage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk
That
about,
doesn't make
oh, now
sense.
you need connections. Now you need this.
Now
like,
you need to get
connections
lucky.
are more valuable than a whole
Then-
degree.
yeah.
And now
then
we
your
have
own
people
skills.
trying to do their own thing, and it's like there's this whole thing of like, do I do my own thing? Do I stay in the system with this risk?
Work the 9 to 5 for
Like
the rest
this
of your life.
risk, like 9 to 5 is not even guaranteed anymore. That was the bare minimum, and now that's not even. That's lucky. You're lucky if you can get that 9 to 5, and if they
true.
pay you minimum wage, you're set. Middle class life in that 1-bedroom apartment, you're good.
True.
You're good.
That will not be
At
our
this point,
portion
not
in the
even
name of
now in this
Jesus.
economy, sure.
That will
I'm
not be our
saying, like, rent
portion.
prices are insane. Like, students, like, how can we pay for this? We're in school, we're working, we have to do life, and we have to pay rent, like, thousands of dollars to just get into a small house. The bedroom is the size of a closet, especially in Toronto. Like, I've seen the difference between Calgary and Toronto, and the rents is absurd. Like, how is a 1-bedroom apartment basically $3K?
Ooh.
Like, when you spend utilities and everything, like, how do you expect a college student to still find time to eat and make $3K a month unless their parents give it to them, or unless they're just lucky and they, you know, won the lottery or something? It doesn't make sense. A part-time job can't get you that much money unless
For
you're
international students,
working.
like the part-time,
Oh,
they're not even
international
allowed
They're
to
not
like
even
work.
allowed to work.
more than,
International
like,
students, I
a
don't know
couple
how they
hours
do
a
it.
week.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
beyond me, man.
And their tuition is doubled.
It is doubled.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine.
I thought
already
my
paying so
tuition
much
was
more.
like,
I think my tuition
I
was
used to look at my
pushing
tuition, I'm like, oh
it
shoot,
down.
this is still a
And
lot.
it's like, it's almost like seen as like a privilege to strive to live a better life, when that privilege doesn't even guarantee you anything. Like, literally, that so-called privilege to be in school doesn't even guarantee you'll get a job. Doesn't guarantee that you'll get to be able to actually have a life. And it's so sad when you think about it. Like, high school and middle school and elementary, they gave you this hope that as soon as I'm done, I'm good. Everyone had big dreams. I want to be rich. I want to be famous. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. And then you get to university and you're so burnt out between work, school, and life. And you
And then
don't
by the
have
time
to
you get
do
your
it
degree,
all.
you're like, oh,
It's like, okay, I have to work now.
You're like,
Yeah, what
damn.
now?
Like, where's my job?
Where's my break?
I thought this was
What
going to get
now?
handed to me. No, I have to make a resume again. I have to get connections. I have to find this. Like, when will I actually be done? And that's the thing, you never will be. As long as you're still breathing air, there's still something you have to do. It's a lot when you think about it, honestly. And I just wish that the school education system actually prepared you for that, because they don't actually prepare you for life. They prepare you for their system and how to basically keep the economy going in the way they see fit, not the way that's beneficial for
status
you.
quo.
It's the status quo, and that's why you see a lot of people just dropping out of high school, dropping out of uni, doing their own thing, because at the end of the day, this world is not made for you to succeed. If you want to succeed, you have to do it yourself. Like, not even your friends can actually help you. In the real world, you're on your own. No matter what, everybody can be there, but when the real shit comes, you're the one that's going to handle it. And that's why you have to really be prepared for that. You have to start thinking about, okay, like, real shit is going to get thrown my way. I need to put myself first. I have to start prioritizing me. Like, I get it. I want to make friends. I want to please people. I want to do this. I want to get money. I want to be able to hang out. But, like, at the end of the day, if you don't do what you're supposed to do and you don't put yourself first, you're never going to win.
Yeah.
Because someone's always going to take advantage of that. Because if someone sees a weak person who's willing to do what they want to do so they can go to the top, they will use you. They will destroy you. They will put you down. They will use you as a stepping stool to put themselves up. It's true. That's how people work.
You're saying it's so aggressive.
It is. Like, guys, like, it is. Like, actually.
Guys, I'm telling you this right now. Please do not worry.
Like, we have to stop sugarcoating
It's all
things.
good.
Like, actually, we have to stop sugarcoating things because even people that claim to be your friends, majority of the times, they're not. Secret animosity is real. People will use you. People will try to, like, take your life, like, because they see your life is great. They will manipulate everything to making things work for them. So they can
listen to those sly comments.
like, listen to it. Those hunches you have, those peeping that you peep, they're real. They're it's your discernment. It's the Holy Spirit trying to get you to leave. So leave, girl. Listen to that.
Yes,
Listen to that.
Get out of that friendship.
Like, no, but it's true. Like, actually, I feel like people are not understanding the implications of being with people that actually affect you. Like, that actually
Be with
do
someone
not
that uplifts
want you to prosper. And that's what I'm saying, guys. With your circle, especially in the parts of your life that are your life, your home, your school, and your work. Those three places, be careful who is around you. Be careful of your family and your friends. Be careful of those people that you put beside you. Because even your mother does not mean just because she's your mother, she's good for your mental health. You can also leave as well. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, your roommates, your parents, your siblings, your friends at school, classes, if you need to switch that class and take a different one that semester because there's people there that will physically try to affect your mental health, and it's another problem that you just leave it. Trust me, leave it. It's better in the long run because at the end of the day, it's like you don't want to be in something that would actually end up making life harder than it should be because life is already hard already. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only control your own actions at the end of the day. Like, don't focus on the
And
noise.
sometimes it's hard
you know?
to just like, when you're that type of person that likes to not really be in control, but like when things are out of your control, you're like, oh my God, like how do I fix it?
Yeah.
You just have to learn how to just
learn
control
how to
it.
Just
disconnect.
control it.
Like,
Just hold
just
yourself.
let it go.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the thing as well. I feel like I don't know. It's funny because it's like I feel like life as a whole, like balancing it, it's also interesting when you also try to bring in the good parts of life, like the good parts, like relationships and friendships and stuff like that, the parts that are supposed to make life so beautiful. Because it's like, why is something that's supposed to make life so much better also hurting me in this way, you know? Like, I feel like there's so much like pressure on like getting married at this age, especially like now that we're basically like 21 and /20 and things like that. I feel like we're at this early period of our lives where it's like people expect us to be done our degree in like a year or two, getting married and start popping those babies. Let's be for real, as girls, we have that timeline that people are giving us. Even our body clock has a
Forget
clock.
the timeline. Focus on yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Forget the
Your degree will
timeline.
never leave you.
Your degree will be always. Forget the whole timeline. Focus on your own life for real. Like,
Clock it.
there's no all this whole old girl time. No,
Mm-hmm.
that's your mother's timeline. Let it go. And focus on
No
your
heavy
own
on.
timeline.
It's always the moms or the
Yeah,
aunties.
no.
I don't know. It's so
Focus on
interesting.
yourself. Shoot.
I actually wonder, did they actually want to get married that young, or did they want to get kids that young? And even if they did, it's like, did they regret not having things in their 20s or like maybe
Time for themselves.
you know what I mean? Because I feel like
Experiences. You know the whole saying that, oh, your mom is like experiencing things now is because she didn't get
Yeah.
those experiences when you needed them at the nice ripe age of 20 when you're turned.
I feel like this generation it's very interesting because we're actually breaking a lot of generational curses, I would say. Like, we're redefining how society was, and in so many ways things that weren't acceptable before are now something to be very proud of.
Yeah.
Like being black, for example, that was something that was shamed upon and like seen as a bad thing. And it's like now you see black people winning all over the place, and you can really celebrate black excellence. And I think it's so beautiful how we're redefining society and social standards. And the same way we did it then is the same way we're gonna keep doing it. So when people say, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to be married by this, that shit is gonna change in the next 2 years. Let's be for real. Like, people are gonna start shaping things to a different way, that it's gonna start being normal to have your first child at 35, even though it wasn't now. It's not considered normal. Like, you're supposed to have kids like 22, 23. That's what's normal. Like
Like,
Normal to who?
Like from like
I've
mid-20s up.
like that's what like I feel
Actually,
like
in
a lot
some
of
countries
people,
too, like
like a lot of like
Yeah,
especially like
Mad,
internationally,
yeah.
like it's not.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
just talking
that's
about the
true,
West. I'm
that's
talking about
true.
worldwide.
well, yeah, I mean, shoot, like, me personally, I feel like the only way I'd ever bring a child into this world is if I know I'm financially straight for that.
Yeah.
There's no way that I'm doing the whole timeline. If a timeline brings in, let's say at even 23, I'm financially straight and I can support myself and a child, not that I'm supporting the child and I'm forgetting myself, then that's fine for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if it's that I'm 28 and I'm not able to, I'm still not going to bring a child into this world. You know, the whole, oh, I'm 28, yeah, start, but no, that don't, as long as I'm financially straight and I'm able to be free in the freedom where it's like, I can support this child and
more.
also support myself. Not that I'm, what's the word? Sacrifice, like the whole sacrificing.
Oh,
You don't need to.
that
You should have a
thing.
whole barrier of being able to support the lifestyle of this child and also still be able to support
yourself.
yourself.
A lot of people say you're a
Yeah.
bad mother just because you're prioritizing yourself. That's why
Like,
I get
no.
very sad
What do you
when
mean?
it comes to like people shaming moms for like taking breaks.
Like, yeah, but I mean, shout out to the mothers that sacrifice for their children and have
Shout
done so
out.
much. Like,
Shout out to my
y'all.
mother for
no,
sacrificing
seriously,
so much for me.
Shout out Mama
Like, shout out
Z,
my
guys.
mama for real. But
No,
I'm just
for
saying that
real.
you don't need to repeat the cycle. You can break that
You can
cycle.
break
You know what
it.
I mean? Like, you don't need to sacrifice for it. You can actually make a better life for, your parents, yourself, and your children.
And then your grandkids, because
It's
the
a-
way
it's a
your kid
pattern.
is raised, they'll use it to raise
Exactly.
their
And
own
that's
kids.
how
too.
we
I don't want to be
reshape
struggling
society.
while I'm raising a child.
No,
you know what I mean?
exactly. I don't know. What would you guys say is something from high school that's different? Like completely, like your mindset on the world from high school and how that's so much different from your mindset now, like in this part of our lives.
What do you mean?
Like, how would you say, like, just how you saw the world and, like, your future and, like, the plan that you have for yourself, like, oh, like, do this, like, oh, my gosh, the world, I'm so excited for this, like, I can't wait for, how would you say that's different from then to now? Like, how did you think then versus now?
I think then before I was more adventurous. I think because you had no responsibilities. You know what I mean? So you could just do whatever. Oh, I want to hang out. You can do that. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, you can do that. You just go to your mom. You grab a quick 50. When you look at it now, those quick 20, 50s your mom was handing out. It's because she
That
was
was
working
hours.
three double shifts in a row. You don't
Yeah.
realize that when you're at school, your mom was working. You know what I mean?
Now when you have your own job, like
when you have your
now
own
working,
job, yeah,
That's
you have your own
50?
now
little bills to
when it's
pay.
a whole weekend, oh guys, let's go out, and there's plans on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm thinking, damn.
I'm thinking money.
I'm thinking,
money.
damn. You know what I mean? So I'm not as adventurous because you gotta also think about saving for your future and all that. So I think that whole thrill of like I want to do everything. Like I also more or less like staying in and just having my own time.
Yes.
So because
Guys.
working and
just because it's Friday doesn't mean you need to
doesn't
be out
mean
there.
you need to be out.
If you want
because
to
it's
enjoy your
Friday.
bed, enjoy
I
your
think
time,
about how I have
do
my
it.
Friday sleep nights where I
Guys,
sleep
enjoy your
into
youth.
Saturday.
Go outside.
Listen to this one.
Go outside.
If you don't want to go out, like
You can still go out,
a
but
little
at a
thing.
at a calm pace. You get what I mean?
don't be pressured to go
I
and
usually
do
have like
adventurous
I have like
things
2
when you
going
don't.
outs a year.
Like, please, in high school, I'm going to say this now. Yes, prioritize your studies, but please prioritize yourself because you won't be able to have
Still
that
prioritize
much
your
time.
studies. I'ma tell you right
that's-
now.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying slack on your studies and just hang out with your friends, but please do not do too much. Like, do not put too much pressure on those studies, like too much to the point where like you're not having that time to be able to actually
That was me
live your
sometimes in
life.
high school.
Because
Yeah.
like
I feel like my high school experience was so different from you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
What was yours?
I was working 2 jobs.
Damn.
Like I didn't go out. Like I didn't care about school. So it's just weird. Like, I was more focused on getting money than actually focusing on my
understood.
studies.
No, I was all about my studies.
I was
you know,
all about
sometimes you guys be like,
studies,
"Oh, Faye, come, like, let's do
Yeah.
this." I'd be like, "No."
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
need. There's homework to be done.
Yeah.
Calculus.
I would say mine was friends. Like, I cared too much about friends to the point where it's like I sometimes prioritize friends over studies. Like, I would be FaceTiming
Even your
people.
solo.
Yeah, and myself
And your
too.
boundaries.
Yeah.
That was a whole episode. Let's not even get into that. But I just have to say, like, in high school, like, I definitely had times where it's like I wanted to go to bed. I had a test the next day, but like I wanted to spend time with my friends as well. I didn't have that sense of balance of like, okay, I could talk to my friends from this time to this time and do this from this time to this time to still study and like do my work, you know?
I really regret how I was in high school. Like, I never studied. I never did homework. I just did not care about anything. You could check my notebooks. There's probably nothing in it, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was just like, yeah, I don't need it. But you do. Like, you actually need your studies. Like, I wish I put in the time. Now I have to upgrade. Now I have to do all this, and it's harder for me to like
Focus
actually
to do it.
get where I want to go. Like,
Because now you're just working and you want to focus on that.
I'm not even in uni. Like, all these guys are in uni. I'm not. And that's why I felt so much like regrets. I was so disappointed in myself because I'm like, I'm very behind in where I want to be.
You're not
You're
behind.
not behind.
I mean, I'm not behind, yes.
So
That's
that's what
the
you
sigma.
felt.
But
Yeah.
That is the sigma.
like, I already had that plan set in my head. Now it's like, oh, you have to do this. Now you have to do this.
Yeah.
And it's
But
like,
even
if
still-
I just applied myself, I would have been there already.
But even still, though, no, that's actually not. That's where the social stigma comes in. You would be there if you applied yourself, because you could still apply yourself and you're still not there yet. And that's what people need to realize. That yes, I'm saying prioritize your studies, but also remember that just because you're go doesn't mean at this certain time you're gonna make it. This certain time you're gonna do this. This certain time you're gonna do that. Because now, if you have that expectation for yourself, when that doesn't work out, that's when the crash out is gonna begin. Suddenly, your life is not
agree with
making
that.
sense. Suddenly, everything is not going out supposed to be. Have I wasted my life? Should I have done my life differently? And that's when you start second guessing yourself. I don't think I regret anything from my high school experience. I feel like even though I could have prioritized my studies even more, I could have prioritized myself even more, and I could have prioritized work even more, because I can't lie, I was low on cash a lot. I still feel like I had the perfect balance for me, because at the end of the day, that got me to where I am now. Even those boundaries that I let people cross, those experiences, those getting taken advantage of, all those things that put me down at that point, it happened so I could be the person I am today and have those experiences to learn from them and tell other people, guys, be careful. Those people exist. I've been through this. As people say, experience is the best teacher. That actually shapes who you become. Because at the end of the day, what you go through is what helps you realize how life is. And for you, that's how you are able to apply yourself, because you apply yourself based off of your responses to those experiences. And that shows your behavior, because people say your behavior is who you actually are. Those are subconscious things that you just do naturally. And that's why when people have bad behavior, it's harder to change, because it's like that's who you are subconsciously. But just because you have bad behavior doesn't mean you're a bad person. That's all I gotta say. Everybody does bad things, but doesn't mean you're a bad person. You can still be a good person, but you just need to, I would say, think in a different way. Be more open-minded and start thinking about how your actions are affecting other people, and maybe what you're doing really, and how that's affecting your surroundings, your relationships, your family. But I don't think anybody's a bad person. Like, what do you guys think?
I think there are bad people out there.
You think?
There's
Even-
evil lurking in the corners, y'all. You gotta be careful.
There are bad people. Like,
Keep
even
an
in
eye
history itself,
open.
there are bad people, regardless of like, oh, they just had a bad character. Like,
Okay, I see what you mean. But I feel like people do fucked up things a lot. Like, people have very, 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 very bad mindsets, but that's all shaped by something. Everybody
Childhood
was once
trauma.
a child. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I don't
Childhood
think
trauma.
there's no such thing as a bad person. Because everybody can say, oh, this person is bad. But if you went through those things that they went through when they were younger, if you had those effects.
Okay, but that doesn't
I'm
mean
not saying
that
no. I'm
it
not saying that it
navigates
excuses
into bad behavior.
No,
Okay,
that's
your
not what I'm
parents
saying.
weren't talking to you. Doesn't mean you
Sometimes
should
it's
go
not
around
even
killing
about like
people.
childhood
What?
trauma.
Like,
Mental issues. Mental health.
yeah,
Oh
he's
my
at the
God,
PlayStation. Yeah, my parents never
like,
talked to me when I was younger. So
Yeah, like
That's
Hitler
not
and
exactly.
everything,
That's
There's
not
still
childhood
bad people,
trauma. You know what I
but-
mean? Like that's why I'm saying there's still
Everyone
just
makes a
saying-
choice.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
you
You make
choose
choices.
to
Choice,
hurt
yeah.
somebody, if
Then-
you choose to go out your way and
yeah,
make somebody's life,
I don't know. I feel like
You
there's
know?
to me personally, I don't think there's any such thing as bad person and good person. I think everyone is just a human being and they make actions that are bad or good. And that's what reflects who you are but isn't who you are. Like, does that make sense?
But if you continue to make
those
these
choices.
so-called
It's
bad
about-
choices, then
it's about
See, like
character.
serial killers.
Like,
You
Yeah.
killed a person and then you decide to kill again, and then
and you
kill
feel no
again.
remorse about it.
There's
Like,
no
that's
remorse.
bad,
That's
no?
a bad
remorse.
person.
They're choosing to do
Yeah.
it again and again. You
How
know?
I see it as well is like depending on the killer.
Or
It
like
also
see
depends
like
on the
see
killer
like
as
Jeffrey
well.
Dahmer. You're not killing the person and now you're eating them. Like you make choices that are bad. Like
I'm saying,
Oh my
but didn't
God.
mental Jeffrey Dahmer also have a mental health condition as well?
Maybe that
Not
man was
saying-
gone.
Not saying, not even saying that that's an exemption to like, oh, you should do things. I'm just saying that a lot of things, it's all a chain effect. And I'm just saying some people just have unlucky things that make them make decisions that aren't good. But I'm
Yeah,
not saying
some
that's
people,
good.
yeah.
I'm just saying that like it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that they keep doing bad things. Like I feel like everybody is capable of change. As a human being, I think they are.
yeah.
And I think
capable,
that
but-
that's still the good in you. But your choices can be bad, but that doesn't reflect on being a bad person or a good person. Because so many people do bad things all the time. So
I
many
think
people
that's
do
up to
good
Papa
things all
God
the
to
time.
decide. I think-
Exactly. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
like, I don't
Society
think-
implements this thing. Oh, you're a bad person. You're a good person, and that's what everyone strives to head towards that label. It's all about labels. Being a good person, being a bad person, being a successful person, being a rich person. It's always being this type of person everybody says you should be. Why can't you just be a human being and just do you? Not saying that your actions are justified.
but even if you do it like
I'm not
it
saying
sensibly.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
bad actions are justified. I'm just saying that like there's so much pressure on this type of person you should be. That's why things are so corrupted because people sometimes think they're doing the good things for better for society because society has this thing of oh da 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 da. Like think about for example like I don't have all my facts straight but from what I know about the genocide that happened like with Hitler right and everything that yes exactly. I know that society as a whole believed that that society at one point believed that what's it called again you know what they were saying the Aryan race what's it called it's
Girl, you've lost all of
no,
us.
there's a word.
I know what she's
You've
like
lost
pure, like
all
white
of
people are
us.
pure. This is the thing. Like remember
so
that whole
bad.
thing that happened. It's the same thing with slavery too. Black people are devils. This that. Like there's this societal thing of this is good. We're good. Oh, we're white. We're good. Black people are bad. That's society's beliefs of good person, bad person. Were we bad because we were black? No. We're like it's the same thing. Like it's like society has this implication of bad people, good people, and that's what shapes behaviors. People thought it was acceptable to do those things because they saw themselves as good and them as bad. Good and bad labeling, I feel like that's what makes society like labels in a whole is what makes society so corrupt. Because when a whole bunch of people agree on one thing, they think that's the right way, but that doesn't mean that's the right way. It could still be messed up. You get what I mean? And I just feel like that's what makes society so corrupt. And that's why I don't believe there's any such thing as bad person, good person. I think people just have different mindsets and morals. And it needs to all kind of be like understood in a way that like, okay, you need to realize that this is how your actions are coming across. And a human is a human being. No matter their skin, no matter their age, race, anything, like you are still a human being. And I feel like that doesn't get told enough, you know? There's so much labels.
Yeah, I mean, everyone sees everything differently. Just because I slap you in the face and you think it's wrong, maybe she thinks it's okay. You know, like everybody sees things different. So you can't really, like, I don't know. You can't really decide that.
It's hard, honestly. And I feel like, honestly, all I have to say is that when it comes to like balancing everything with high school life and, you know, heading into where you want to be, where you want to go and your experiences, just know that at the end of the day, no one got their shit figured out. There's no pressure on you.
We can all act like we do. Trust.
Like,
Sometimes I act like I do.
Fake it till you make it.
Nobody.
No.
Fake it till you make it.
I have that mindset all the time.
Fake it till you make it.
So basically, the moral of the story is balancing it all. You can't actually really
Fake
do
it while balancing it.
Yeah.
I would say you can't really do it. You just have to remember, prioritize yourself. If it means, like, and I'm not saying it to encourage you or saying, like, okay, Liz said I should do this. Don't quote me on this. But remember this, like, if you have 50 tests due tomorrow, and instead of deciding, okay, maybe it's okay. Like, it's fine if you fail one test. It's not the end of the world. Not saying you should. Just saying it's not the end of the world. Like, at the end of the day, things happen, and
Don't be
choices
failing
that you
tests,
make-
though.
I'm not encouraging it, but if
Don't
you
be
do,
failing tests. Don't be
it's
saying that
it's
Liz
okay.
said that.
It's
mama.
okay
Don't go
if you
unprepared.
Don't
Like,
go unprepared. Still try.
It's different if you
Nah,
prepared
like,
and you failed, right?
yeah, like
Yes,
if this test is something
exactly.
that determines, oh, this is your grade 11, 12 year, and you need to get into uni. You know you need to get into uni. You know, study for your test.
Still study for your test, but
Study
also
for your
understand that,
test.
like, your way that God has for you might not be going to university this way, in this timeline, doing this degree, getting this job. Just because you set your plan for yourself doesn't mean that's God's plan for you.
Yeah, sometimes God will let you go through that wilderness.
Yeah.
Just
Sometimes
so
you
that
keep
you
failing
can
those
understand
tests.
when you do come
you
out
may even
successful.
have the like mindset for university, but you may be in university and not know what you actually
Actually
want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you may be failing those tests because God is saying, no, you're not supposed to be taking those tests. You're supposed to be taking these tests. So you
When
can
you're in a program you actually like, you'll actually realize that you'll do so much
No,
more better than a
right?
program that you're
You
just
don't
suffering in because
like.
you want to be in uni.
No,
So,
exactly. There's again, that comes with the stigma of, like, having to be somewhere to be successful.
Take it from me, guys. How many programs have I switched? How many things I haven't finished? Like,
But
Yeah.
that's
You're
okay.
Take
We're
it
still
from me
young.
too.
Yeah,
I
it's like,
had
it's
the whole
okay.
mindset the whole of high school. Oh, I'm gonna go to uni. I'm gonna do something with myself. But the whole time while I had that mindset, it's always just ingrained. Go to uni. Go to uni. I was sitting there, grade 10,
And then when you
11,
finally
12,
get to uni,
I was like, I don't know
you're
what I
like,
want to
oh,
do. So when
yes.
I actually applied, I just applied to random programs because I was like, okay, let me get in. I got in. I was like, I don't even know what until I really figured and took time to myself to like find myself. You get what I mean? Then I was like,
Yeah.
okay, now I know what to do. And that didn't stop me from switching into it, even if I've done a couple years of uni. You know what I mean? Figure out what you want to do. Because now when I'm in that, I'm much more happier than what I was doing before. Because I was just sitting there in those classes like, I don't want to be here. The hell?
I get what you mean. Honestly, like, there's so much to talk about, but I just have two more points to kind of, like, for us to really dive into before we call it for this episode. But the one question I wanted to really, really ask is, what does balance look like to you guys? Not aesthetically, but practically. Because I know a lot of people are saying, okay, for me, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, go to the gym for 2 hours, then after, get home, shower, eat my beautiful breakfast, then drink 7 glasses of water because that's what I got to do for the day, get it over with. Then I have to go to work and go to school, do my assignment, then I'm going to take a quick Netflix break. That's all aesthetic. That's what society does, influencers do to make their life seem pretty and perfect and how life is supposed to look like if we were in a perfect world. But honey, we're not. So what is it practically with your balance, and how do you think, like, how does that look like for you guys?
What actually makes you happy to get out of bed? That's where the balance is. Like, what actually works for you? Do you know what I mean? If you're saying, oh, I want to go to the gym, you're going to the gym, you're sitting there depressed, don't go to the gym. Like, I'm not a gym person, so I found something that works. I like to go on walks. You know what I mean? That makes me happy to get out of bed. Not the whole, oh, gym, muscles, weights, you know. I'm still exercising my body the way I want to, but finding what works. If it means that I want to get myself a nice caramel iced coffee every day because it makes me happy, I'm going to do it. I don't like making it at home. No. If it means it makes me happy, I'm going to do it.
Sometimes I like making things at home.
She's a DIY freak, but it's okay.
yeah.
She made me Subway at home once.
But it was good.
It was good.
Exactly.
It was good, but I'm just saying that do what works for you. You know what I mean? That doesn't work for me. I'm not about to get up, get ingredients, go groceries. That's
I'm
not me.
saying-
I like
I
the whole,
like,
like,
you know,
making
the
it from
whole go
scratch.
there. Like, I love a good Subway sandwich.
Right?
Yeah.
And, like,
She loves Subway, guys.
I love a good Subway sandwich.
Subway sponsor her. Please.
and like
No,
you guys
get me an affiliated link. Let me help you out.
and like you guys see, it's like for example, like the whole making it at home, like it's giving like a Nara Smith, you get what I mean? It's like an aesthetic thing that
And that works
everybody
for her.
wants to
You know
do.
what I mean?
And
Because she's a
sometimes-
mother, so.
Not literally.
Not literally.
Not
guys.
literally. To her siblings. To her
To
siblings,
my
but
siblings and my friends.
Yes,
yeah,
to us.
to
That's
us.
mother.
So,
But like, I feel like a lot of people look at that and be like, "Oh, that's what I need to do, honey." Just because it
It's
looks
just-
nice.
that's what works
no,
for
like
me.
Works
do,
for her. She
do
likes
what
to do
works
it.
for you.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you
what
can find
works.
different
But
variations.
I still like to go out, get things, when
Yeah,
I
so,
want
like,
to
do
treat
what
myself.
works for
Set
you.
realistic expectations for yourself. Like
yourself. That's
all
the
I do
one.
is I set my goals for the day, what I can reach. If it's 3 things that you're doing a day, it's enough.
That's
like
good.
don't force yourself to be that perfect person. Nobody's a perfect.
And if
at
you
the
don't want
end
to do
of the day.
anything for a date, that's fine.
Exactly,
too,
That's
yes.
Take breaks,
like
guys.
lay
If
down.
you have to cancel all
you
your
know?
plans to disappoint your friends, your real friends will
I'm
understand.
the type that says
Exactly.
Friday I'm in.
No,
I'm
right?
home and alone.
It's okay
Yeah.
to take a Saturday to
Yes.
sat.
In bed by
Yeah.
9
In
p.m.
bed by 9.
Don't
No,
feel bad.
literally.
Sleep
If it
in,
means that I
like,
know I'm
sleep
gonna work
in.
an 8-hour shift, but buying an A&W poutine is gonna make me happy, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna pack
Yes.
myself lunch and suffer during my break. Like,
Yes.
No
freak.
facts.
Buy that poutine.
Buy
Buy
that-
that seafood
No
boil.
facts.
$50
Okay,
seafood boil.
no, you're buying
Yes.
$50 seafood boils too often. So,
Be financially smart.
Yes.
We're
makes-
saying buy
if
it,
it
but
makes you
if
happy-
no,
can't afford it, don't buy it.
because it's making you happy, but it's
breaking
draining
your
your
bank.
bank.
Yeah, not everything that
It's
makes you
breaking-
happy is a good
Yeah.
thing, guys.
You deserve
also be
it.
smart.
You deserve
A
it.
$5 iced coffee is fine, but not a $50 seafood boil every day. Okay.
It also depends. Like, it's all about balance at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Sometimes $50 people can afford it. If you
Yeah,
can't
if you
do
can
it.
afford it,
So
yeah.
like, think about
Rich
what
gal.
works for you. Like, okay, yes, you might want to have that $50 seafood boil, but are you financially stable enough to afford that $50 seafood boil? If
Answer it.
you're not,
If you
get the
can't
$3
buy it
egg
3
from Walmart
times,
and make that
then
ramen
don't do
instead.
it.
I promise it'll hit just as hard. Like,
Yeah, make seafood
She
boil
made
at
one.
home.
It looked yum.
Yeah, my
make it
seafood
at home.
boil.
Actually,
Yeah.
seafood.
And it was a
boil
big
ingredients are
pan,
expensive.
bigger than what you
easy.
get at
Exactly.
the store.
If you know you
Easy.
can't
So,
freaking
yeah.
afford maintenance, do it at home.
Not everybody can cook though. That's the only thing.
Then get YouTube.
Get
TikTok.
YouTube.
TikTok,
Just
guys,
follow the-
TikTok recipes.
Yeah.
Is
I
where
did,
it's
I
at.
did not
True.
like getting my lashes done. I'm not sitting there for 3 hours. I do them at home.
Get
But
the
if you like to get your
clusters.
lashes done and sleep and nap, that's
that's fine.
you.
That's
Yes.
bad.
If you like to put on your nails by yourself or you like the experience again, do what works for you. At the end of the day, you'll still have nails on your hand. So
What about you? What would you say is
I
your
think
practical?
balance for me is being able to do it every day. Like being able to do it again, waking up and,
and
like be
being
like, okay, yeah,
happy.
I can do it.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
Exactly. If it
Yes.
means I want to go to the mall every damn day and shop, I'm gonna go to the mall
Shop
every
till you
day.
drop.
Shop till I
Yeah.
drop.
I think I like to have an equal balance of what I want and what I need at in my everyday. Like, I feel like it's a because I'm an overthinker, so I overthink everything and like to plan really like to detail. But I realize that okay, not everything that I want I'm gonna have to do, and not everything I need to do I have to do. So what do I want to do today, and what do I need to do today, and what are things that aren't as much of a priority that I can do later on,
True.
and what are things that, especially with your wants, sometimes you really want to watch that entire Netflix show that just came out,
But you have
but
laundry to fold.
you have laundry to fold. So
You got a test tomorrow.
yeah, one episode is enough, and maybe watch the second one on your train ride home from school or something. Like,
Not
find
true.
ways to incorporate what you want in things in days that maybe like in your intervals. So like when you're going somewhere or when you're waiting for something, and that's when you can get in that balance, because like a lot of people forget that time where you're waiting for the bus, you could be
Or
out
when you're
here.
even on the bus, like when I was taking the train, I would whip out my book.
I would get a sandwich. I would eat my sandwich instead of sitting down at home and eating it. I would do it in my day. Like, I would be walking and eating my sandwich. That way, I'm multitasking, still being productive, but still taking that time to eat and
Multitaskers,
take
right
care of
here.
myself. Because your health is important, guys. Burnout will make you end up not doing anything at all. So balance yourself so that you can get the most done out of your day in a way that still puts you good enough to be able to do that the next day. Because if you can't repeat it, then that means you're not balancing yourself. You're overworking yourself, and don't mix those two up.
And also still have fun. You know,
Oh,
like right now
yeah.
we're on a girls trip. Have fun too, you know what I mean? Everybody was still, working their jobs and, maybe doing some school and well, definitely doing some school. Everybody had their own separate things they had in life, but still making that time for yourself to have fun if it's like a priority. Because shoot, this trip is amazing to me. You know what I mean? This trip
it was
really
very much needed. I've been counting down. I'm like, oh my gosh,
she has for weeks.
The plan, like, can I just be next? Like,
It's like had things, and
so
now we're
things
doing
like
things.
that. Like now we're on the trip, and it's like so much fun. Even though you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna go back to reality. You still had the fun. You still made the experience and the memories. So make them have fun, live life a little.
Take that vacation, guys.
Yeah, take that vacation.
Book the ticket.
Book it, because your money needs to go somewhere. God forbid, but you could die tomorrow. Use your money today, but use it wisely.
Use it wisely and sensibly.
But it's true. Life works in mysterious ways. God's timing is
God can call you to the pearly gates and be like,
don't be saying, oh,
my son, my daughter.
I'm not going to book the trip because I want to save for my future. Are you going to be 50 in freaking Italy or walking upon a beach in Barbados? No.
Oh, maybe.
Shoot, people have their preferences, but I know myself, 50, I want to be retired, and
I still want to walk in Barbados at 50. Why not?
Mine, Barbados is more when you're lit in turns.
I could be lit in turn 50.
You're going around like France and like a Europe like trip, like exploring.
I still want to be 10
50. I still want to, do a little.
I don't want to do anything crazy. I want to just
on a
be
yacht and a
calm.
thong in Dubai.
50 is still young.
50 is young, but I don't want to be like doing something crazy. I want to do the crazy ones when I'm like,
yeah, why not?
Are you saying when you're fit?
Why not? Guys, I could do whatever I want.
50 in a thong.
Please, stigma. You see this? This is societal stigma.
This ain't stigma.
Bro, my mom is 50.
What stigma
I can't.
Sorry, my mom is 50. I don't want to see my mother shaking in a thong. Please don't let me.
A mark of the grace associated with a particular circumstance or person. That's not what I meant. I just meant like societal expectations. But yeah, like I feel like society thinks that what's wrong with
you can be in a bikini
there's nothing
cut.
wong with it.
I want to be in a thong.
Like if you want to do it, do it.
Like a thong will make me feel sexy. So why not? I'm 50. I've been working for 50 years. Why can't I be in a thong?
I mean, not really 50 years,
Oh,
but it's okay.
wow. Okay.
Woo.
To each their
God,
own.
I don't know about y'all, but when I'm 50,
Can't we do like a cute like bikini bottom instead?
I want to be in a
Don't
thong.
you want to be classy? Like
Guys, I could be classy if I want to the next day. Who's saying I'm not classy just because I was in a thong? One day.
Shoot.
Like,
Bring them thongs.
She's saying all this now, like, this
and
is
I will
all
do
talk.
it. Who says it's all talk?
I hope
wait till you're 50.
I hope your mother watches
Wait till
this
you're 50.
episode.
Your mindset changes.
I will look back on this episode and I will wear that guys, I promise you, between day 1 and day 365, when I'm 50 years old, not even 51 or 49, 50, I will wear a thong in a vacation spot. I'm betting you guys.
Somebody tag Elizabeth's brothers in this post
Why?
right now.
Seriously.
And
Why?
tell her to
Seriously.
be
And so
be
what?
their
What are my
sister
brothers
because
gonna do?
I don't know
I'm
what
50
she's
years
saying
old
right
and in
now.
a thong. What are they gonna do?
Imagine your brother
Wow.
50 in a thong.
Why would I imagine my brother 50 in a thong?
Exactly. That's how they don't want to imagine you 50 in a
Then
thong.
don't imagine me. I'm not saying imagine me. I said I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Like,
Loud her.
to
Loud
each
her.
their own, guys. Like I don't know about y'all. but,
Hashtag
like,
next question, guys.
Seriously.
I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with like being in the thong at
Put
50.
the thong to rest.
Like,
They're tired. They've been
Y'all are so dramatic.
wearing them out.
Like, there's nothing wrong with being in a thong at 50.
Next question.
But
Damn.
one thing I wanted to talk about though is just prioritizing your peace and just like how that has to do with like dropping stuff. Because a lot of people, and this is going to reflect back on the audience, because we're going to reflect on an audience's perspective beyond us and just listen to other people and how dropping things and letting go of something has to do with also protecting your peace. So guys, what is something recently or something, one of the hardest things that you guys had to drop to protect your peace?
Whoa! Why are people looking at me?
I'm looking at everybody.
I'm just thinking,
My head just was like, it was just itching to go over here.
I feel like this is a personal attack.
Attack
No,
on
I'm
what?
just kidding. Well,
You don't have to go first.
recently, I'm
Let her
already
speak.
started.
Go.
Yeah.
I just got out of a 4-year relationship recently.
Damn.
And it was actually pretty hard to like.
Do you want a hug?
it was hard to let go of that, I guess. Like, I don't know.
You've not
How do I
fully let
start
go
this
yet,
conversation?
You're strong.
Yeah,
You got this.
like
It's okay.
it's hard to be with someone for literally 4 years,
Especially at this young
grow
age.
with somebody. Like, we started dating when we're 17. I think I was 17, and now I'm 20, and it's over. Like, you kind of grew up into my adult age with him, and now we're grown apart. But I feel like it's something, I don't know, I don't want to say too much, but it's something that, like,
Needed to happen.
maybe it needed to happen for us to grow, because we grew together. Now we need to
grow apart
grow
to find
apart
each other.
to find ourselves.
themselves.
Yeah. So, sometimes having to make that choice
The
and,
biggest
like,
act of love is letting go.
letting go. Yeah. So let it go. If it's not benefiting you,
Saying that, like, if it's not benefiting you to its
if it's
fullest
not
potential,
making
like,
you happy,
all the
there's
time.
no point of holding on.
And it's not just relationships.
This
Yeah.
is
Yes,
This is everything.
anything.
Friendships.
If it's not
Yeah.
bringing joy to your life, if it's not bringing
Jobs.
peace to your life, let it go.
And I think so about, like, I can't lie, you're strong, because for me, if I was with someone for 4 years, I would just be like, at that point, let me just marry you, because, like, I couldn't imagine.
Liz!
Wait,
I mean, I tried.
was that out of pocket? I just wanted to say, like, it's actually not easy. A lot of people
So if
think
you were
that,
not
like,
happy in the relationship,
It's not
but
even
because you were
that.
together for 4 years.
no, honestly,
you
I'm just
would.
saying
It's
that
not that
now.
you weren't completely.
I'm just,
Let's say you were happy. You have your moments.
It's like I
Yeah.
have so much love for him. Like, I still love him to this day. But, like, it's better. Sometimes, wait,
Yeah.
if you
Being
love
apart
somebody,
is-
You gotta
if
let
you love
them
them,
go.
let
and
them
remember,
go,
if
you
it's,
know?
if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you.
That's the part that
Yes.
I
If
will
it's
agree.
meant to be, it'll come back.
Yes.
Whatever is meant to
It
be
will
for you
come
will
back.
find
Boomerang.
you.
Yeah.
It'll find you.
Yeah.
What is for you will find you.
Like,
If it's truly your
yeah.
person, it'll
But what I
come
meant
back
by
to
that
you.
statement was that, like, a lot of people think that length of time,
means you have to like.
means you
You
have
have
to.
to
This is not just even
something.
relationships. This is everything. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes in career wise, like, oh, I've been working in the shop for 5
10
years. Like, I'm
Yeah.
almost at my
I
can't
promotion. Like,
leave,
I can't
right?
Guys,
Yeah.
Or
I
same
can't
thing
start
with-
all
yes.
over
Exactly,
again.
friendships. Like, I've been friends with this girl for like
Let it
9
go.
years. Like, I have
You'll
to
make
be,
new
No,
friends.
like,
Literally, like, I quit my job recently. Yes. Wow. I just got out of a relationship. I quit my job. I moved to a different country. And this was all something, like, I don't like to change. Like, I don't like change. I like to stay comfortable. But then I was like, being comfortable is scary, because how are you going to grow if you're just
Yeah.
comfortable?
Exactly.
There's
Sometimes
there's
you have
no
to be
growth in
uncomfortable to get
comfort.
to a new set of
to get
Exactly.
into a
comfortable,
new
like,
place.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get to a new mindset, even.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can
don't
only elevate. Like,
Sometimes even like heartbreak makes you realize what you really want in life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So
people don't realize that comfort is the biggest limitation to growth.
yes,
When
it
you're
is.
comfortable in something, that means you're not allowing yourself to grow, because the only way you can grow is you make mistakes and you learn from it. You experience things and you learn from it. How can you experience something new
When
when
you're always in
doing
the
the
safe
same
line.
thing?
When you're doing the
Exactly.
same
Don't be
thing,
scared
yes.
to try new things. Like,
Step out of that red line.
you can have your boundaries, but also remember that if you do end up stepping out of it, it's okay too. It doesn't mean you're betraying yourself or who you are. It just means you're allowing yourself to experience something new, and that's not a bad thing. It'll teach you a lesson. It'll help you grow, and you end up becoming a better person because of that. So it's not a bad thing. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Wait, keep going though.
Yeah, nothing's forever, guys. Like, you can always go back. Like, there's there's no limitations to what you can do in this life. Like, don't feel fear. Fear can only hold you back. So just do it. Literally, just do it. YOLO. Literally. Just
What
do it.
about you guys? What are something else that you guys have let go of to protect your peace?
I let go of the. You wanna go?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say one of my old jobs.
No.
Like,
Clocked.
it was just getting, the environment was just getting too
It
much.
was toxic.
Yeah.
It was very, we're not gonna get into that, but yeah, it was getting too toxic. I'm like, why am I even working at this point? You know what I mean? Go to work. I'm not even like, I'm just like, oh, work again.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I was dreading going there. But now since then, I'm just like, okay, I enjoy going to work now. New job, new environment. I like what I'm doing now.
Exactly.
It's not like I didn't like it before, but like,
It is,
just 'cause
it's a
of-
new scenery.
yeah. And that's just
Yeah.
mine as of recent.
That's the same with me. New job, new scenery, moving out, you know, living by myself. That's always something, you don't want to let go of your parents and like the safety net
Security they bring.
around them. But sometimes you have to build that independence as you grow up. So I would say this is like my first apartment. So like this is like by myself and like
All by myself.
but yeah, I'm never letting go of my parents. It's just letting go of that, safety comfort of them, of like always knowing that like at the end of the day,
Like,
like
if something goes wrong,
like
Dad,
my mom,
like,
sometimes I forget to do my laundry. I
Like,
come
you
back
help
home
me,
from work. My mom did it for me. Food is always in the house, So those things I have to start doing by myself, and I'm like, damn. But stepping out of that will build those life skills that I need.
I mean, your parents did it. You're gonna have to do it.
Exactly.
Now too, so.
But that doesn't say I don't love my parents. I let them
love
down.
our
Keep
parents.
sending cash in installments. Y'all laughing? I ain't joking. I ain't joking. So shoot.
I would say for me, it was letting go of my home. Not my home with my parents, but just like my home at school, because I live in Calgary and I'm here for school in Toronto. So just letting go of the house that I invested so much love into, so much money, so much time, because of the sake of my mental health. Some people are just not meant to live together, and that's okay. I think it's one of those things where it's like you have to remember that things like your home can affect you a lot, especially if the people surrounding you are deliberately trying to make it worse for you.
Your home's supposed to be your safe place.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be your safe
Come
haven.
home after like a busy day.
You're
You
coming
just
home
like
and you're
de-stress.
stressed.
It got to the point where it's like looking at my house, it just felt very dull. Like I just didn't want to be there anymore.
No love, no
Yeah.
light.
It's like all the light was just starting to disappear, and now it's just a place of like hatred.
It's a
and
battleground.
animosity. It's a battleground.
Drama.
It's a lot, honestly, and I think that the best thing I could do for myself is just leaving that situation, because it's like I just don't want to keep affecting my mental health. It affected my school, it affected my friends, it affected how I acted, and it affected everything. I went out of character a lot, and it was just beyond something that I could handle. But I feel like I also needed to go through that, because it's like I've never experienced something like that before, and it was very new. But it also allowed me to realize that people are not always as they seem to be, and you have to realize that you can't put your trust all in one person. You can't be too sure of something, and you also have to remember to prioritize yourself and not be too forgiving of the people around, not forgiving, lenient, I would say, lenient of the people around you, because people will take advantage of that, and people will also, people do bad things. Like
See
I
the
said, people do bad
signs.
things, and not everybody is meant to be your roommates, guys. Not everyone's meant to
Live
be
by
your
yourself.
roommates. I would say live by yourself if you can afford it. If you can't, just pick somebody that you really, 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 really think you can live with. And if you can't, just leave. Please do it for your health. Like, it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, like, life is too
I
stressful.
mean, if you're paying
handled
to live
by.
in a place, at least live somewhere, you're
Yeah. Honestly,
comfortable.
that's a whole different thing, man. But that's what I had to leave to kind of protect myself, because it was like,
Protect your peace.
it was
Red
a lot.
flags
It's still
are
affecting
red
me now, so I need to go
flags,
to a
guys.
therapist for sure, guys. No shame in going to a therapist. Everyone seek help. This is not an attack. This is advice.
Yes.
Literally, please. We all need it. Let's be for real.
Mental health is important.
It is important. I want to take this time to also listen to an audience member of the podcast who have also talked about the topic today, which is what is something they had to leave to protect their peace. So we're going to take a listen and see what they have to say.
When it comes to my peace, I have dropped a lot of things as of like the past year in order just to maintain it. The first one is my best friend of 11 years. I dropped her simply because our friendship was based on her needing me, basically. And that was something I kind of grew out of, because I ended up finding out that those sort of friendship really doesn't last. And in my case, it was very much toxic. And at the end of the day, my friend ended up like betraying me in the sense of talking ill about me outside, despite me having been there for her through her toughest time, like self-harm and stuff like that, having to stop multiple things, having to let her live with me because she's going through a lot, stuff like that. Like all those went down the drain. So I had a rude awakening, which thus I ended up dropping her as of last year. Additionally, I ended up also dropping my job and everything. So I basically became unemployed as of a couple months ago, simply because I wanted to be rooted and grounded with my purpose. So I completely am starting over. I have nothing in my previous city anymore. I'm in a whole different location, focusing on school with no best friends. And yeah, that's my life right now. So yes, drop anything, keep that peace, maintain who you are, and that's what I did.
You heard it. And people are going through similar things. I remember when I had to drop my best friend of 8 years as well. It was hard because it was like knowing someone for that amount of time makes you so attached to them, and it's hard to let go. So you doing that is so brave, and it's so like, it's so amazing that you chose yourself, and it's something you all need to do. I'm not going to speak too much on it because that's someone's reflection, so it's not really for me to speak on, but for us to just listen to and just understand that you're not the only one who's also going through similar situations. You're not alone in this. We're all battling our own battlegrounds, and there's a lot of people battling similar things as you. And there's people there who want to be there for you, to listen to you, to help you. So you're not alone. Just keep continuing to, choose yourself and be with people who actually care about you. And honestly, that's where I kind of wanted to end it. Do you guys have any last words, any comments about the whole thing?
Just put you first.
Yes.
Anything, just put you first. At the end of the day, this is your life, your story,
Yeah.
you know?
Your story.
You're going to be the one to make the choices that impact your life. Yeah. Not your friends, not your family, not those around you.
Yeah.
And it'll come the day where all those things around won't be there anymore. It'll just be you alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So,
Remember,
And don't be scared to ask for help. I think that's a big
That's a
thing that
big-
people shame upon. It's okay to go to someone and say, hey, I'm struggling. I think that it's okay to admit that sometimes things are hard and sometimes they're not going the way that you need them to go. And it's okay to ask someone and talk to them and open up so that you don't struggle alone. Struggling alone will make everything 10 times worse. Open up to someone that you obviously trust. If you don't know anybody you trust, there's therapists. And talk, sit down and really talk through your feelings about what you're going through.
write it out.
Write it out even,
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's really what saves you more. So,
yeah, I agree. At the end of the day, guys, it's not you against the world, it's you in this world. And
preacher.
you just have to fight, because every day is going to be a battle, but also remember, live your life, because you're also alive, and that is something to feel joyous about and to make sure that you experience. That itself is the privilege. Not being in school, not being in a fancy job, or having the bestest friends. The life that you have is the best privilege that you can have right now. So please just remember, choose yourself, because at the end of the day, as I said before, you're the only one that's going to be in that gravestone, guys. So that's what I'm saying. You come out of this world alone, you go out alone. And with that, that's Liz signing out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.